So I want to tell you why right now is the best time to start a YouTube channel if you've been waiting to do so, as well as give you some tips to get started if that's what you're looking to do. Now, why am I bringing this up now? Well, if you go back a couple of years, YouTubers had a tough time, new YouTubers had a very tough time gaining traction, getting subscribers, getting views, getting all of that. But something changed about a year ago with the YouTube algorithm that allowed new YouTubers to skyrocket very fast to get a lot of subs and to get a lot of views. And I want to tell you about the algorithm. Now, nobody knows exactly how the YouTube algorithm works, but it's what helps get your videos seen. So some of the things that help with the YouTube algorithm are your titles, your tags, your keywords, your descriptions, your thumbnails, but also how many views you get to how many subscribers you get, the likes, the comments. All of these things are taken into consideration, as well as where you're located in the world. So if you're somewhere in the world where there's less YouTubers and less competition, you may be able to skyrocket much faster. We've seen this in the photo community as well as the tech community as well. So this is something that I think you guys can start doing right now. If you've been waiting to start a channel, now is the best time because you can start to ride the algorithm wave to try and grow your channel. So now I want to give you a bunch of tips to help you get started. Tip number 1. Here's the first thing you need to ask yourself. What do you want to say to the world? Because this is your opportunity to share your thoughts, your beliefs, your mentalities, whatever it is that you want to share with the world, you now have that opportunity through YouTube. So ask yourself that. Ask yourself, what are you most passionate about? Because if you're passionate about something, that's going to resonate with people and they're going to hopefully come back for more. But if you try to pick something that you don't really care about, people are going to see right through that and they're probably not going to follow. So pick something that you're passionate about, think about those videos, think about what you want to create and share, and put that out into the world. Tip number 2. Be authentic, be you. Don't try to copy what other people are doing. Now, you can emulate what other people are doing and you can remold that into something that works for you, but don't just try to copy what somebody else is doing because it works. Try to come up with something that's unique to you that you think will work and that you can share with the world. Now, when I first started in 2010, I did a lot of running around my backyard. I did a lot of sniff tests. I did a lot of weird things because I thought that that's what was needed in the photo community at the time. I thought it was way too dry and way too polished and way too edited, and I thought that I would come along and do something that was different and fun and shock just a little bit, but also be able to be authentic and follow it up with quality work, because if you can't back it up, people will see right through that. And another thing is, if you mess up, just keep going. Acknowledge those mess ups because you're not the only one to mess up. It's real. So the more real that you can be with people, the more authentic you can be, the more likely you are to get new people to follow and subscribe and watch all of your videos. Tip number 3. So this is a good one if you're just starting out. Try to ride the wave of something that's popular, a popular topic that's going on right now. Because if you can get into the algorithm, the search algorithm, with something that's topical, well, that may be the best thing that you get for people to find you right off the bat. So for a while, fidget spinners were a big thing. So people were making all different types of fidget spinner type videos and hopefully gaining traction. But of course, that dies out. You can look at the YouTube trending pages to find out what's working or what people are watching right now and try to ride that wave. And an example is in the photo community, when a new camera gets announced, if you put out a video as that new camera gets announced or fairly quick after a new camera gets announced, you're gonna ride that search wave of people who are looking for more information on what you just put out. So that's something that you can think about. Ride the wave of popular topics right now to try and catch a break in the algorithm. And beyond that, titles, tags, keywords, thumbnails are super important. So look at the big YouTubers, see what their practices are. Now, I'm not saying just copy and rip off what they do, but take things that you see that are working and remold it, like I said before, to try and make it work for you. Tip number 4. List videos. People love list videos. The top 5 movies, the top biggest mistakes in movie history, the worst gadgets ever, but list them. The 7 worst gadgets ever. In this case, I'm doing 7 or 8 tips for starting a YouTube channel. People love seeing those list videos, and so that's a good recommendation that if you're making a video about the way to rake leaves, then give me 7 tips to raking leaves that won't break your back. Now, I'm not saying that that would be the best video ever and may get searched out a lot. You never know. So list videos are a really good idea.
Tip number 5.
So getting on a schedule is important. Will you be putting out 1 video a week? Will it be 3 videos a week? Will it be 1 a day? You need to figure out what works best for you, but getting on a schedule so that people know when to tune in for your content and when to look for it, because there's a lot of people uploading videos, but if they know when to look for yours, then that may help you get more traction. So letting people know when to view, that's really important.
Bonus.
So this is more of an observation than a tip, and it's something that I noticed with these YouTubers that have started to grow over the last year at super fast paces. Now, because they're newer, they have less videos, which means when they put out a new video that does really well, say it gets 20,000 views and they only have 1,000 subscribers, well, that's a win to the YouTube algorithm. So if you follow up a video that does really well with another video that does well, say it gets 100,000 views and you only have 10,000 subscribers, that's telling YouTube that this is popular and really good content, and they're gonna wanna share it out. So the way that I feel the algorithm works, or where I think it's hurting me right now, is I have 2,600 videos. I have a lot of subscribers, but a lot of that is over a 7.5-year period. So either those people have fallen off or stopped following or canceled their accounts. And what's happening is that because I get less views than how many subscribers I have, that starts to hurt the YouTube algorithm and reach. I've seen the same thing happen with YouTubers that started around the time that I started, or say 5 years ago, where they were doing well and then something changed in the algorithm that's starting to limit the reach that we have while amplifying the reach of these newer channels because they have less videos, they're getting more views quicker in comparison to how many subscribers they have, and that is a win for them. So if you can catch the wave of a really good video, if you put out something that does really well and you follow it up with another video that does really well, then you're gonna be on your way to hopefully having a fast-growing YouTube channel. Now, of course, there's no guarantee that this will work, but that's just from my observations and what I've seen studying this over the last year.
Number 6.
Asking for the subscribe, like, share, and comment is also important. The YouTube algorithm is going to take into consideration how many likes you get, how many shares you get, all of the different comments that are there, and of course, how many subscribers you have in comparison to how many views you get per video. So there's nothing wrong with asking people to take action like, hey, by the way, could you please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet? Actually, I'm asking you to do that if you haven't done it yet. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please let me know something in the comments down below, because I'd like to interact with you. Because this is, I guess, a bonus tip. Interaction is really important. If you're interacting with the commenters, if you're taking advice or taking tips from them and then sharing it out, or calling somebody out in a video in a positive way, like, hey, John Smith had an amazing comment and I think they were spot on with what they said, that is a way to get people interested and make them feel like they're a part of the community.
Number 7.
So how long should the video be? Well, I think this varies depending on the topic that you're getting out there. Sometimes list videos could be 90 seconds, it could be 2 minutes, or it could be much longer if you have more information to share. Sometimes you may make a vlog or a longer video, an editing video that may be 45 minutes long. If people are engaged in watching it, that's going to help you in the YouTube algorithm to get more viewers. YouTube loves watch time. So if somebody watches your video for 10 minutes, that's a really good sign if it's a 12-minute video. That means they're highly engaged and they're more likely to stick around to watch your video. Now, on the flip side, if you have a shorter video, that's not gonna hurt you, especially if it's super popular and people are liking, sharing, commenting, and all of that stuff. That may get shared and YouTube may see that this video is super popular. We're gonna put some rocket fuel behind it and share it and recommend it to even more people. So my recommendation is test out the different formats. See what works best for you and your viewers that are are watching. Is it a short video? Is it a long video? Is it a combination of different length videos? That's for you to see what works, so keep an eye on it and try different things.
Number 8.
And one final tip is have fun. If you find yourself not enjoying making videos, then maybe it's a time to stop making those videos. This is something that a lot of YouTubers have to think about long and hard, because it starts to become a business after a while. And if it becomes a chore, then maybe you're doing something wrong. And I'm looking at myself too, because I've gone through these stints where I'm like, well, I don't really feel like making videos, though I do love making the videos. Sometimes you just get in those ruts. So if you're not having fun, you may need to reevaluate what you're doing and go back to your roots to see when you were having fun, to basically go back there and try to light that fire again to keep going. So I really hope this video helped you out. I hope that these tips are something that you can take home and you can try on your own if you're looking to start a YouTube channel. Just know that there are no secrets to being successful in this world of YouTube. You cannot figure out the algorithm. You can find what works, but also know that the algorithm is always changing. So what may work today may not work tomorrow. So what it always comes down to is doing quality content. If you can put out quality content that resonates with people, that they're gonna watch, that they're going to enjoy, you can never go wrong with that. And I've also seen with certain YouTube channels, they start to change how their titles work, where they can do more of an opaque title like My Busy Day. And because they've built up the credibility and the following, people are going to watch every single video that they put up, no matter what the title is. So when you're first starting out, it may not work to put up a title, My Bad Day, because that may not get picked up, or it may not get traction, or it may not get into the algorithm. So a little bit you need to try to get those catchier titles to draw people in, like those tip videos, 5 tips to doing XYZ. Now, it may not be the most catchy one, but it could get people in at the beginning, and then you can start to build from there. So this is all about building, guys. If you wanted to share your voice with the world, there's never been a better time to share your voice with the world than today. 10, 15 years ago, it was much more difficult to get your voice heard. The technologies have changed that allows you to get past the gatekeeper, to start something from zero and grow it into something big, if that's what you want to do. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave some comments. Please share this out with the world, and please subscribe if you haven't done so. And that's where I'll leave it. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm going to do a sign off. Jared, Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.
The cat.